We all digest the amount of fraud, the amount of money stolen by Somali refugees in Minnesota. A bombshell report exposing large-scale Obamacare fraud blows that away and serves as a reminder of why big government is always a disaster. They have all these big ideas. It's a disaster. The Government Accountability Office finding fake identities and dead people receiving tons of Obamacare subsidies, including 100% of the GAO's fake test applicants. They did a sample, and 100% of them were approved in late 2024. 18 out of the 20 fake applicants they tried are still getting coverage in 2025, and it gets even worse. A single Social Security number used for over 125 insurance policies. Nobody is checking anything when it comes to a government handout. Nobody is checking a thing. That's 26,000 days of coverage, 71 years just handed out for free to the same Social Security number. Nearly $21 billion, a third of the subsidies paid out, went to people who never claimed the payments on their tax returns. That's a big signal. 58,000 dead people received benefits. At least 7,000 were dead before the coverage kicked in. That's thousands of applications filed with Social Security numbers of dead people. That is textbook fraud, and nobody checks. The truth is, anytime the government starts a big program or spends a lot of money, it is largely wasted or stolen. There's never any accountability. There's no oversight. Nobody in Washington cares because it's not their money. All they care about is the ability to spend it, because that's how they get rich. If they can spend money, they're getting rich. They're getting taken care of. COVID was a prime example. How happy were they when they got to spend all that money during COVID? Fraudsters stole $280 billion, and that's probably a conservative estimate. $280 billion. That is an ungodly amount of money. The Russians, the Chinese, Nigerian gangsters, they took a lot of it. It wasn't even stolen by Americans largely. It was stolen and taken right out of the country. Another $123 billion flat out misused or lost by the federal government. $123 billion of your dollars. They don't care because it's not their money. In Minnesota right now, seeing the same, of course. Entire state full of Democrats knew it was happening, didn't care at all, didn't care about stopping it. Now they're all acting like they care. Easier to let your money be stolen than be called racist for trying to stop it. And to be honest, most of those people are happy that that money is getting stolen because it's keeping the Somalians that are keeping them in power happy. Senator Roger Marshall joins us now, introducing a bill to stop Obamacare fraud. And Senator, good to see you. Talk about the plan. I mean, the amount of fraud in Obamacare is just disgusting. I expect that's the way it is in all government.
Yeah, Rob, I think the bigger the price tag, the faster the dollars are going out, the more fraud there's going to be. So Obamacare, it's now swollen to $150 billion a year. $150 billion a year going to big insurance companies. We think within there is $25 to $35 billion of fraud. Where do I come up with that number? A third of the people on Obamacare have never filed a claim with their insurance company. Does that make sense? A third of the people on Obamacare never filed a claim. We think most of these people are ghosts, they're phantoms, they don't really exist, or they don't know that they're in Obamacare is probably the better way to do it. You mentioned 58,000 dead people stayed on Obamacare for an average of 9 months. So the federal government was sending subsidies to these insurance companies every month for 9 months for 58,000 people. So there's lots of fraud there, and we're doing everything we can to expose that, and now dropping a bill today to stop the nonsense.
It's surreal. You got into government because you didn't like the size of government, because that's why you're a Republican, that's why you're a conservative. But I mean, every time we get Democrats in power, we hear these grandiose plans about how government can do anything and government can fix anything. And they don't even have the basic fundamental capability to stop billions and hundreds of billions of dollars from being stolen from them. And we're supposed to believe that government can put together programs that can help people when they can't even prevent that?
Right, Rob. One of the solutions in my bill was requiring everybody that's in Obamacare to spend at least $5 a month of their own money.
Yeah.
And because of that, I can't get one Democrat to join the bill. So if you had a monthly withdrawal from your account, you'd probably say, oh, what's this about? You would call the insurance company and say, hey, I didn't enroll in this. But so the Democrats have even walked away from something as simple as that. I'm not sure they're really serious. To your point, though, Democrats wake up in the morning saying, if we just throw more money at the problem, that's going to solve it. And that's always their solution. They just want to keep throwing more of your money out the window.
It's all just a scam. And then they're just happy because if money's getting spent, They got a good life there in Washington, D.C., right there on the screen. Senator, thanks so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Rob.
You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt tonight on Newsmax.